If you are ready to be, you need to be ready to die. Only then can you become. This deep thought comes from a conception created by Georg Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel, a German philosopher born in the 18th century. It's called Hegelian Dialectic. Everything begins with one idea. The process of dialectic always proves it wrong. This settles on a brand new idea. These three ideas are now known as a thesis, antithesis, and derived from them both, synthesis. Let's analyze another example. Meet Mr. Hi. He's a perfect personification of the famous Hegelian dialectic of master and slave. Why? Well, meet Dave. Hi. Dave can't live without Mr. and vice versa. Why? Because human consciousness is a social process. To gain it, a person must receive acknowledgement from another person. While both of them want to receive acknowledgement, neither is willing to give it. This leads to a struggle. They want to kill each other. But if Mr. kills Dave, Dave can't give Mr. the mediation he wants so much. If Dave dies, it is very unfortunate for him. So they need to find an alternative. And the alternative is the master-slave relationship. Mr. will become a master, and Dave will be a slave. The benefit to the slave is that he doesn't have to die, and gets protection from the master. The benefit to the master is that the slave provides the mediation and works for him. In this case, our thesis states that the master is free and the slave is dependent on master. However, the slave works hard and gains mastery. He gets some control over the master, who needs his work to survive. Meanwhile, the master is not satisfied. He doesn't get the mediation from an equal, but from the slave. The antithesis says that the master is dependent and the slave is free. But none of them is entirely free or dependent. Why? This leads to our synthesis. There is no slave who can't turn into a master if he works hard. Apparently, becoming dependent may set you free. But the story goes on, and our synthesis becomes a new thesis, which has an antithesis. Becomes a new thesis, and our synthesis becomes a new thesis, which has a new thesis, which has a new thesis, which has our synthesis, and 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 our synthesis.